Alright, so here we are, right after the 16th kill of the Ancient Sentinel. So my units are a little bit uh, battered, beaten, bruised, something like that. You know, I wanna try one of these. I kinda wanna try two of these, honestly. These might do a good chunk of damage to this thing. And then what else do I want to put in here? I want to put a unit that will do solid damage. I want the vehicles. Yes, vehicles. And I'll just put the tank killers back in the back line there. Bring this up to the front row. Tank killer blast him. Yeah, the thresher tank does do a good chunk of damage. I approve. So I didn't crit 3 times though. I thought it was supposed to have 100% crit versus vehicles. Base crit versus vehicles, only 60%, okay. Only 60%, so not nearly as insane as it needs to be. Ooh, that's a big hit. But, it doesn't matter, because we win. Victory. Victory achieved, yes indeed. Alright, what else is there? To the base. Alright, so I did most of the stuff at the base already. We'll heal this, and heal this. Yes, and we'll heal the radio tech. I guess I got out of the Ancient Sentinel boss with like practically no losses. Not nearly. Yeah, I don't know. No fragment drop, so not quite what I was looking for, you know? I had been talking about this thing called achieving biblical levels of greed. Now, how exactly am I going to achieve such levels in order to acquire, you know, a double frag drop? Let's say that. Let's say that. I'll go for scouts. I mean, obviously, one pathway might be have more gold on hand. That might count. That might count. I mean, it might not. It might be just, you know, straight up speculative. But who doesn't like to do a little bit of speculation? Well, maybe not. Come on, game. That was really not nice. Like, I do not appreciate that whatsoever. Oh, wrong attack. You know, somehow, Threshers survived the ancient technology boss, but you know, can't survive a Silver Wolf potato cannon. Disgraceful, even. Disgraceful. What's the repair cost on that? 2 gears? Or I can repair here for 1 gear. You know, that is a no-brainer. 1 less gear that I'll have to farm later. And I'm all about that, that stuff, I don't know. Alright, do I want to promote this? Yes, I do want to promote this. Yes, I do want to promote that. Now maybe there is an idea. Oh, I've got an idea actually. So the idea is this. Clearly, I need to get to like bring. Obviously, I need to bring this to the boss fight, right? To show off to the boss that I've got the fragment, and then the next step is maybe to bring one of these to the boss fight too, to show off that I've got these, right? And then, what else is there to do? Well, obviously I need to go to the Recoil Ridge. Now let's collect some junk here. We'll go here. We'll go to the Silver Wolves and we'll beat them up with this thing. Or at least I will beat them up with this thing. Maybe I should stop talking about we or whatever. Something like that. One health? 1 health? I don't like that. I'm gonna get rid of that. So clearly, villainous actions, right? Greed and villainous actions. That has to be what I go for, right? So, you know, let's start off with the villainous actions of the day. Alright. Go out here and we'll farm up the stuff 5 times a day. This shall obviously prove to the game, or to the boss, that I am deserving of a fragment, right? Or of fragments, right? And if it by some chance does not prove that I am, then that's not my fault. Because clearly, most clearly, the fault lies with the game's refusal to give me the fragments, right? Right. No, I don't know. I mean, I could say that I should not be complaining and should be fine with my 1 fragment. But you know, honestly, I'm going to complain. I am not fine with just 1 fragment. I will not be satisfied until the game gives me that which I seek. And that which I seek is a, let's see, what's the, oh, okay. I have to go all out here with this. So that which I seek has to be. There's no other choice. It has to be the double frag drop. It has to be that. That is the only thing that can satisfy me, right? Right, that should be the... That will be the goal from now on. Is the illustrious double frag drop. The illustrious double frag drop. So in order to acquire the illustrious double frag drop, I must not be satisfied with anything less than that. I must publicly outcry every time. I must... I don't know. Will this work though? Is there a question? I mean, it better work. Why else would I be doing it? But in the end, you must ask yourself, why would one be satisfied without having the double frag drop? And the answer is, no one would be satisfied without having the double frag drop. So clearly, obviously, and completely, I must simply not be satisfied with anything that is not the double frag drop. And then as far as other things go, I must obviously amass countless amounts of gold to the coffers. And not just not just a lot of gold either. I'm talking hundreds of millions, at least 100 million, if not 200 million. You know, perhaps the true statement is that one should always want more, no matter how much one has. That is how to truly achieve biblical levels of greed required for such things. So that is the plan then. That is the plan. My greed know no bounds. And that is how I shall achieve ultimate victory. So what is the first step? Well, no, I've already said the first step, I think, so. So let's see, the first, or the next step. Next step, I mean, I should obviously be leveling up the Chinook, yes? Yes. Okay. Gotta go do something in real life, unfortunately. So that will be the end of this video. The greed will continue. I will be... I will try to continue with the greed. I don't know. I will get the double frag drop. There is no alternative to that. And I will not be satisfied unless I get the double frag drop on the next Ancient Sentinel fight. And then once I've got one double frag drop, I should obviously not be satisfied until I get a second double frag drop. And then a third even. Heck, why not go for the most frags, most Sentinel frags in the entire game? Why not, right? Well, it starts What's the day? It starts today, April 17th, the day of my recording this video. My crusade, my hunt, and whatever else I am trying to say. Goodbye. And here we are. Here we are. With the Navy to fight the boss. Yeah. So it should be pretty fun. That's lame. That again, please. No, again. Okay, great. There goes the group. I would like that to survive, so we get the I guess that's not allowed, is it? Well, in that case, I will take the rock I'm about to get, obviously. That is the only acceptable outcome, right? Nothing, you say? That's kind of lame, isn't it? Like, are you sure that you think that's an acceptable game? I'm gonna have to say that I don't think that's super acceptable, you know? Okay. That's because it's not acceptable, you know? Not acceptable at all. After killing the group, too. Again, I guess. Trying to farm SP on the grouper against the boss is pretty So word for it. I don't know. Sleep. That's not an option. Not an option sometimes. There might be an option later though. Bird boat's down. Interesting. Well, not really interesting, it's just kind of lame. Well, I guess teeth is fine. I guess teeth is acceptable. Well. Yeah. Let's get this going. Wrong unit to attack. I'm still going to attack with it anyways. Still gonna attack into this game. Cannot delay my inevitable victory. So inevitable, in fact. That is exactly why I am here doing this. More turns until I win. One more turn until I win. 5 enemies. Don't say. What's that then? So this raider is kind of annoying. It's been getting in the way of stuff. Specifically the one housing that I want to collect sometimes. So it has to go. It has to go. That's how it works. No mercy. that, right? I think that does pretty well. There are some spots that the raiders are annoying to have, and then there's some other spots where they do nothing, like this one up here. You know, being right on top of the house was like really blocking the collection of stuff quite often. Really blocking it a lot more often than I would have liked, yeah. I don't know, but this and this, I can go to battle. Nice miss. I will pass one time. And exactly. So I'll go and do the rest of these now, real quickly. That was a great miss. A very good miss, in fact. $20,000 gold. I take 20,000 gold. Because I need. That's the whole goal at this point. Is to have more. What I've got? I possibly ever need. It is a slow process, but it will work. It will definitely work. Oh, I hit something that time. Are you sure about that game? Oh well. I believe that's all those. Yes, that's all those. Since that's all those, it's time for these. Time for these. Use the threshers on this fight. Because I can. Why else would I be? go. Another one bites the dust. Cool airstrike. And just gotta use the chain attack. Nice, nice. That, go to the next one. Hits. I guess 2 hits is actually really good. So of course you survive that. Why don't you take that instead? Yes, indeed, take this. One or everything is. Thank you very much. The gold. I am a gold enjoyer. I'm not really a mammoth enjoyer. Especially this encounter where they're on the back row. It's just kind of annoying. I mean, it works fine for the snakes. You know, not for ground, it's like the threshers. Threshers maybe on the front row use the chain attack. It's like, yeah. It's very important. Now I can use the threshers. Now I can use them. A few more of these guys to go. Only a few more. not talking about anything interesting, am I? Not really. Not really. Another point of data for the all-encompassing data collection. Might as well do the Navy. Wrong boat. Well, that was a lucky hit. I mean, missed. Very lucky. Be really nice if could use the Reef Bandit units. Problem is, unlike the enemy, I have to face air costs. So if something's easy to kill, to lose, it's just not viable. Part of why I'm working on the Raptor battleships, because they are one of the better units to be found in the roster. For being one of the better Navy units, gotta rank them up too. I guess that, to be honest, that's literally any unit, land or Navy. But Navy ranking is actually way more important than land ranking. Most land units, they wind up reaching about 1.5 times their original stats. Rank 1 stats by the time they hit rank 6. Navy stats, these are rank 5 and they definitely gain a lot more health, damage and stuff. If it was scaled like land, then 750 health on the R1 battleship would be about the max ranked battleship or whatever. And that would be kind of lame. Kind of lame, would in fact kind of lame. Yes, this is a monumental philosophical discovery. Angry civilians, huh? That looks like the worst encounter I've ever seen. So I'm not going to buy those, because I don't want to. And I probably never to. Only the handcuff attack was AoE. So you know, could apprehend or whatever multiple guys at the same time, rather than just having to use like 2 single target attacks on each enemy unit. If only, right? Yeah. Or an extra single target attack on every enemy unit. That's what I'm trying to get at there. It's an extra attack on every unit. It adds up for, you know, even one battle. Then you got multiple battles out there. Sure. If you don't, then I don't know. But, you know, hopefully the picture is pretty obvious. That battles take twice as long, if not longer. All of it for a mere 3 merits. Like, I'd almost, you know, not want to do those fights. And maybe if those fights dropped 3 nanos, I'd like to do those. I'd be perfectly fine putting up with the annoying mechanics in exchange for something that's actually usable. That is what it is, it's just an annoying mechanic. Oh, you know? Now, maybe. Suppressive measures. Whatever that's gonna look like. But I don't think it's really that, I don't think that's gonna be what am I saying? Of course it's suppressive measures. First step of any well-run empire is to do this. You murder these guys several times. devastation to the very front lines. Surely, right? Should let you win these battles by killing everyone. And then you just gotta pay some gold or something. That would be nice. And I wouldn't, yeah, you know, having to do the battle the proper way. Doing it the proper way kind of sucks. Who wants to do it the proper way, you know? I mean, I know I don't. And yeah, here I am doing it the proper way. This guy survived. All rioters must be apprehended, I guess. That's what I'll do. One time. Wait, 2 merits? You're kidding me, right? Thought it was supposed to be 3. Thought it was supposed to. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I'm not doing more of those today. Why would I do more of those right now? I don't want to do more of those. It's not cool. Instead, I guess, I'll remove raiders from my housing complex. Yes, everyone should be using tactical airstrike right next to their housing complex. It is the only surefire way. The only way to be sure is to fall back and nuke the place from orbit. And not even with the targeted missiles either of radio attack, just, you know, the random ones, so that they are more likely to hit the housing. Exactly, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing there. exactly what I'm doing there. So now what? Well, now is the time to end this. Yes, goodbye.